All right, so we made it to Anchorage and we went to Cabela's, which actually wasn't a Cabela's, it was a Bass Pro shop, but I Googled it and they're basically the same now because Bass Pro bought Cabela's last year. Anyway, and they didn't have a dump station, but we bought something that we're very excited about. It's a gold panning kit. So we actually had enough fun on our little gold panning adventure up in Fairbanks that we decided that we wanted our own kit and we want to go out here and try and get some gold, you know?
And they were selling pans at the Gold Dredge 8.
Yeah.
And we almost bought one, but it was like, I was like, you know what? These are probably not the most
best.
appropriately priced pans. Yeah.
Right.
And they were metal pans, and then I don't know, these just make more sense for our non-experienced hands.
Yeah, it's really funny though because when he was looking up the reviews, he's like, this is a highly rated one, and he started reading me the reviews and it was like, my grandson loved this and I got this for my niece and she loved it, and I'm like, is it for children? And he's like, no, it's for adults. But anyway, the shelves were empty. We had to have someone go back and get it. So these are popular apparently. So we're hoping to get out one of these days here and gold pan. But in the meantime, we are at Mountain View RV car wash, and they have a free dump station in the back. So we pulled in and like there's really friendly. It's like a wash it yourself kind of situation, but they have some attendants here and they were super friendly, told us where the dump station was, told us where to hook up for the flush, and then they have a separate faucet and they're like, fill up your fresh water too. So that's exactly what we're doing. And then we've decided, let's just, you know, give the rig another wash because I feel like the one it got before just wasn't that good. Not thrilling stuff, but that's our V-Life. Not every day's an adventure, and this kind of stuff, I don't know, this is kind of an adventure too. I regret washing the truck camper. No, it was much needed, but definitely a quick little workout. And then of course, you know, someone pulled in halfway through behind us to use it because we were using the bay that didn't have a ceiling because of height restrictions. Anyway, so then you like mentally put this pressure on yourself of like, I gotta go even faster. But did you feel that way, or is that just me?
Yeah, no, of course.
Okay. What was cool but also not cool about this car wash is that it took credit card, so you can just obviously put your credit card in, and then when you're done, you just hit stop. So it just keeps racking up the quarters, and I've never spent more than like $7 at a car wash. Like, it's normally this challenge where you want to like get it done as fast as possible, and so even though we were moving fast, it really just goes to show you without the machine beeping at you like every few minutes how much slower you go, because we spent a total of, what was it?
Oh, $36.
$36. So they got us. It's good for them, bad for us. But I'm glad we spent the extra time because the truck camper really needed it, and when we washed it in Fairbanks, like, it just was not good. It wasn't a good wash. Like, we didn't get all the bugs off. We didn't even do the like final wax. We didn't clean the tires. Like, we just moved as fast as we could. So this was like much needed. Like we were both in there scrubbing, and like we even got our rags out. So I was like hand scrubbing like all this dirty seams and the bugs that were hard to come off and wouldn't come off with like the scrubber brush. So I think it looks really good.
Yeah, I think so.
So we should be in good shape for a while. And I don't mind spending $36 when that same facility let us fill up our water for free and dump for free, you know? So
it's like a $15 value right there.
Exactly. And they were so friendly that I have no problem, like, you know, patronizing a business that you like. So I'm gonna catch my breath and we're gonna figure out where we're staying tonight. Tired of playing guess that smell in your RV? We certainly were, and that's why we created Tank Tune-Up. We created this holding tank treatment with a dual action formula that not only breaks down waste, but eliminates odors. Our formula doesn't have fillers or artificial fragrances that honestly sometimes make the odors worse. Tank Tune-Up is so easy to use. Just simply scoop it, rinse it, and forget it. Whether you're hitting the road for a weekend getaway or living the full-time RV lifestyle, Tank Tune-Up makes odors a thing of the past. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description to get yours today. And if you want to learn more about our product, check out our full video on it. So last night's sleeping situation was Cabela's, which I feel like us and everybody else decided to sleep at.
Yeah, it's probably one of like the main free campsites
in the area.
Yeah, in Anchorage.
Yeah, but you know, whatever, not bad. And then this morning we really just like, we did laundry, we got propane, got gas, diesel. Oh, we went to lunch at, what's it called?
Moose Jaw, I think?
No, Moose Tooth. And then the brewery there is called like Broken Tooth or something. I don't know, I'd have to look it up.
I think it's Moose Jaw and Broken Tooth. But
I think it's Moose Tooth and Broken Tooth.
Anyway.
We'll figure it out.
Good pizza.
Yeah. Good beer, good pizza, for sure. Anyway, so while we were there, we kind of decided maybe we'll kind of head out of town a little bit early since we kind of did all the maintenance things we needed to do.
Yeah, I need to do an oil change, but...
Yeah, but like, I'm surprised because you haven't really been feeling the city life.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if we were in a campground or something, but I think the truck camper just brings out in me the sense of adventure.
I know there's more to do in Anchorage, but yeah, there is this like, I don't know, there's something about Alaska where it's like we're just loving the outdoors. We're loving all the activities outdoors. It's just so pretty and the weather's getting like so good. So we've decided to just move along. So we stopped at Earthquake Park, which is where in 1964 they had a massive earthquake and it completely changed the coastline. So it's just really interesting to come up here and see that change, and they've actually turned it into a beautiful park with like this great walking path and biking path, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, so this is the part of the Tony Knowles coastal path.
Yeah.
So it's like a really 11-mile biking path, so that's great if you have bikes or you can rent them.
So after this we'll be heading to
the Kenai Peninsula.
Yes, but we're stopping the night in Crow Creek.
I believe so. Yeah, we haven't fully
decided,
but we're thinking we gotta get those mining pans a little use.
Exactly.
So trying to pay back for them, you know.
Yeah, so we want to get those in use, but then also the last thing we want to see in Anchorage on our way out is the what's it called? Boar tide. Between the two of us, we'll get one name right. So we're gonna try and see the boar tide tonight. We're looking at the schedule and it looks like a pretty decent tide. Not the biggest, but you know, good for the timing. It's a new moon, so you get bigger tides. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're headed. struck out on the boar tide. Oh well, it was still absolutely beautiful to just sit there though and watch the tide come in. And we also struck out, Jason did a little more research on, what was the creek called? Crow Creek. Unfortunately, like they do have an area, they have a mine, and they'll sell like bags of dirt from the mine. What are those called? Pay dirt bags. So you can pay like $20 for like a little dirt bag and, you know, hope you get some gold. But we really, I don't know why, we really want to try like getting in a creek and just doing it, just panning for gold. We don't want like a little bag full of dirt from a mine. Unfortunately, that place, so they either only sold the dirt or to go to a tour, they were sold out for like the next 2 weeks, where you can actually like mine in the creek, but you have to go with a tour guide and in a group. And so we would have loved to have done that, but unfortunately they're sold out. So now we are trying to go to...
So I found a National Forest guide to gold panning on the Kenai, which is great, and it shows, you know, how to do it and all that jazz, but it shows locations where you can just go out and gold pan on National Forest land. So I found one that's only 29 miles away, headed in the right direction, and there's a campground across the street. It's called, I believe, Bertha Creek and Bertha Creek Campground. And they said statistically, you're more likely to find gold where gold has already been found. And they said because, you know, people have been doing a great job of finding gold over the years, and more and more just comes out. So,
have people found gold in Bertha Creek?
They have. That's why all of the National Forest lists all the places where gold has been found before, and where you can mine it with pan or whatever. You can pan it.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it looks like a small campground, so fingers crossed that we'll get a spot. It is definitely starting to get more crowded here. We noticed it in Anchorage. We noticed it even on the drive down right now. There are so many cars coming back, and it is Sunday, so like we're looking at the plates, and like a lot of them are Alaskan plates, so like a lot of the locals went down to the Kenai for, you know, the weekend, and they're coming back up. So we've already kind of decided, since we're winging a lot of this trip, we really need to have our weekends locked in. So we're gonna try and get to places before the weekend, and then hopefully just sit there for the weekend and not be left out in the cold.
We're at Bertha Creek campground, and we're walking up to the mining area recommended by the National Forest Service at Bertha Creek itself. And so, yeah, we got all of our stuff, and we're excited. We feel all the gold nuggets out there. They want to be collected, so
yeah, they want to come home with us.
Yeah, we'll go help them out.
I'm not expecting too much, since this is like our first time, and I feel like we don't exactly know what we're doing.
Yeah.
But there's fun in just the simple adventure of seeking this out. Jason did do some research last night with the national park resources, and then some YouTube videos, so
yeah,
we kind of have a better idea of what we're looking for, because then that was like my next big concern was, well, hey, now what? Like,
yeah,
we got to the river, we have the tools, where do we look?
Yeah, so we kind of looked at the spots just briefly yesterday when we took Carmen on a walk.
Yeah.
And found where we needed to go, and like you can see big areas where people have been panning.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of like, that's the first part of the battle, is like choosing what to pan.
Yeah, exactly. So we have a pretty good idea of what we're going to be looking for and where we're going to try first. No gold. Jason found the tiniest.
Yep. Little flake, maybe.
I know, it's in between like flour and flake. So we did keep seeing what's called gold flour, which is like, it's just so fine.
Yeah.
That, I don't know, you really can't like collect it.
Yeah, people can. We cannot.
Yeah, we are not quite there. But we did get the ittiest bittiest little flour flake, and we'll take it, okay?
Boom. That's all you need. The flash in the pan, and now we're on to our next claim.
Yep.
Yeah, it's enjoyable. It's a nice thing to do while sitting by the river and to get us outside more, which is, we're not fishers, we're not hunters, so
I know.
this is one way for us to explore the Alaskan wilderness.
Yeah, definitely.